Hey lovely ladies, gorgeous gents, and crazy kids. I'm coming to you today to kind of elaborate on a Tumblr post that I wrote because I feel like it's very important and word needs to get out about it, not just in written form but also verbally to y'all, especially since a lot of people don't like to read. But anyways, in this post I basically said, ladies, don't expect men to treat you as a respectable woman if you don't even respect yourself enough to carry yourself like you are one. And I know a lot of people might get offended by this or say that I'm not looking at the underlying things that are going on or saying that I'm being annoying or preaching and things like that. And if you're feeling some type of way about it, it might be because it applies to you. And if it does, this is just a tough love type thing. This isn't coming from a hateful place or trying to be negative or weigh down on people or whatever. I just feel like truth needs to be spoken about things so they can be improved and whatever. Like maybe there are deeper things that I do need to look into, but me just stating and bringing awareness to the issue, I don't think there's a problem with that. So if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But anyways, a couple of points that I made in the post. First of all, we sit there and wear our short shorts and our shirts with cleavage and our stomach shirts and things like that because we like the attention of it. Whether you think you're wearing it because you got it, because you flaunt it, because you love your body and you want to show it off, most of the time when we're doing those things, we're not doing it for ourselves. If you really think about it, we're showing ourselves off and our clothes off and putting ourselves out there in a type of way. So either guys will look at us a certain way or so females will look at us for a certain way. If you're into guys, and so a guy you'll catch their attention and they'll be hypnotized by your curves and things like that. If you're doing wear certain clothes to be noticed by girls, you want them to envy you in some way. And naturally, as females, we do that. That's just how we are. It's in our nature to do it, unfortunately. But it's never for positive attention, and we shouldn't receive positive attention for dressing that way, because at the end of the day, when you're wearing short shorts, wearing shirts with cleavage and things like that, you look trashy. And I used to think like that, and I had to get a wake-up call, and I didn't even get that wake-up call from any of my female friends or my mom or relatives or anything like that. A guy that genuinely cared about me said that, I don't care if we are always together or whatever, if we're just together momentarily or whatever. I just hope that whatever happens, you carry yourself as a respectable young lady, because you're worth more than how you dress now, and you're worth more than how you act half the time now. And I think that's so true. A lot of times we dress in this clothing and we act a certain way without even really trying to, without even really noticing it, and it's putting ourselves out there in a way that shouldn't be respected. When you sit there and you wear revealing clothes just to get the attention, even if it's the attention of one guy, what one guy is gonna want to be with the girl that has stuff on that's gonna be capturing the attention of every dude in the room? He wants that to be his little piece to treasure and everything like that. And he doesn't want, like, of course you want people to look at your girl and be like, man, you got a nice one and everything like that, but you don't want dudes looking at your chick like, oh, I want to screw her. What guy's gonna want that? And then on top of that, I feel like we spend so much time trying to physically attract guys' attention when really we should use our intelligence to do that. When have you ever captured somebody with your words? When have you ever spoke truth about something or facts about something to grab a guy's attention? Because I feel like any guy that'll pay attention to that is the type of guy you want. But instead, we're so stuck on putting our boobs out there a little bit, tooting our butts up a little bit in our booty shorts just to get a couple of looks. And it's ridiculous. And then at the end of the day, when we feel like any dude comes at us backwards or something like that, oh, it's just a dude being a dog, when really we're carrying ourselves like trash anyway. So how can we expect them to approach us with some kind of respect when we're putting ourselves out there like that? Even if you're not intentionally dressing like a slut, not saying if you have your boobs out you're a slut or anything like that, but I'm saying that's the impression somebody can easily get from you, because I feel like there's a way that you can be sexy that leaves so much imagination to a guy, and that's what a guy wants. So many guys have it so easy, and they know that it's easy. That's why they go talking from girl to girl to girl, screwing girl to girl to girl, because we make it so easy for them, because none of us have enough patience and self-respect to just Make them work for things. Make them respect us. We don't demand respect. We know that dudes are going to be dudes, and we play into that, and we allow it to happen, and we don't carry ourselves as classy women. We don't always say what's on our mind. We don't always treat ourselves right. We don't love ourselves in the right way, and that's just how it is. And I think that a lot of people need to take more time and look at that. And even how you put yourself off in social networking sites. How many of us have a default where our whole body is showed in some booty shorts and a little bitty tank top or something like that? But then because it gets more likes on Facebook than a picture of your pretty face would, then you keep it up there. Is that really the attention you want for you putting your body out there? It might be more appealing to people, but it's not for the right reasons, because when they're looking at you, they're not looking at you like, oh, that's a respectable young lady that I would like to make my wife. They're looking at you like what they would do to you in the bedroom. Do you really want to be looked at like that? Really? And then, like, the fact that so many people look up to women like Nicki Minaj and call themselves bad bees, this and that, this and that. Nicki Minaj is a product. Her main goal is to make your money, to capture your attention, whether you hear her or not. At least she's seen and you're feeling like, as long as you're buying into that, that's all that matters. So for you to model yourself after somebody that purposely puts their butt in every magazine cover and stuff like that because they know that's going to get looks, that's not right. It's not right. And that's not the type of woman you need to be looking up to, because despite the fact that she might be an intelligent woman, she's a cute girl and everything like that, people don't see that first. They see her butt, they see her boobs that are out exposed most of the time. And anybody is going to be caught up, any simple-minded person is going to get caught up with the fact I brought up Nicki Minaj and be like, oh, you're a hater. It's not even about that. So please step outside the box and don't even focus on that part of it. But really, ladies, I just wanted to come to y'all and say we need to do a better job of respecting ourselves and carrying ourselves in a respectable manner. I'm not saying wear a turtleneck, but even the shirt I have on now, look, not showing any of my boobs or anything like that, but sometimes purposely we pull shirts down like this, down farther, so they will give us that extra exposure, and that's not necessary. It's really not. If you want to have a few grown and sexy occasions, I don't see anything wrong with that, but make sure it's tasteful. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying that I'm this perfect woman that you need to model yourselves off of, because people are probably going to bring up the fact that in some of my past videos this was shown and that was shown, but I had to come to this realization, which is why I'm trying to help you all come to it, because at that point I wasn't intentionally exposing myself in that way, but now I look at that and I'm like, I look like crap, basically. And I would hope that some of you can look back at things like that and say you do look like crap, because it is crap. And we should carry ourselves better than that. It's not appropriate. And whether you think that's acceptable or whatever, I would hope that you step out that box. Because once again, men ain't going to step up until women do. Men aren't going to give more respect towards women until we start demanding more respect. We can't have intelligent conversations between both genders until we, as the more mature ones, because women typically mature faster than males, if we step up and show that. And you would think that it would be an automatic thing, but clearly it's not. So, that's all I ask, ladies. If you're going to demand respect, please carry yourself with respect. And please, more of you take the initiative to do that. So, as always, I hope you all enjoyed this. Make sure you leave your comments regarding this topic in the comments below. There will probably be more of these because there are lots of lessons that can be taught and things that I'm still learning and things that I can share. So, with that said, I will see you lovely ladies, gorgeous gents, and crazy kids later. Candy loves you.